What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Unbreakable Self training session. I am your host, Dr. Dave. In this training session, we're going to dive into exactly the mindset you need going into your life in the next week so that you can show up in the world as your best self. Today is Saturday, so that means it's Stoic Saturdays. I love Stoicism. I love the philosophy that it guides us with. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to adopt Stoicism and that's going to be the only philosophy you work through your entire life. However, to use something as simple as Stoicism, Buddhism, Christianity, something of value that gives you a base so that you can have a personal ethos, a personal philosophy, is the most important thing. I personally use the tenets of Stoicism along with Buddhism, along with Judaism, along with Christianity to develop myself as the best individual I can be. Now, you're probably thinking, how the hell do I do that? How do I take all of these philosophies and apply it to my life? Well, they all have fundamental value. They're all teaching us something. If we just stop and listen, then we can actually become a better version of ourselves. So what I'm going to do with you today, I'm going to take a little bit of meditations here by Marcus Aurelius, and I'm going to say a passage, and we're going to kind of have a conversation about it. Something that can guide us into the next week and help us develop our person. So the first one that I wanted to go through here is this is pretty good. All existing things. This is what Marcus Aurelius says. All existing things will change very swiftly, and will either be turned to a vapor, if it to be true that all substance is one, or else be scattered abroad. Now, what that's telling us, what that's guiding us through, is to help you understand this simple process of entropy and enthalpy. We live in a duality. We live in a physical reality where all things are one, and yet they're broken down into a light and a dark. The Taoists had a very good symbol to describe this called the Yin and the Yang. What that tells us in this circle is the one, the wholeness. But without bigness, there is no smallness. Without poverty, there is no richness. Without hunger, there is no satiation. So we have to have this sense of duality. We have to have the contrast, the breakdown, the suffering, along with the good, the joy, the pleasure of life. Now, that's not to say you have to look at the negative of life and accept that that is the only way, but you have to accept that there is negative and put order into the negative, into the breakdown. Realize that all things are fleeting. All things will go, even the good and the bad. So if you have a diagnosis, if you have a cancer, if you have a shitty relationship, if you have a shitty circumstance in your business right now, that will go away. Just as so will the good things in life. Maybe you have something amazing right now and you want to hold on to it. Well, you can never hold on to it. The physical reality is such that we're always going in this process. We're always going in this process of breaking down and recovering, breaking down and creating. That's what's happening at all times. So how to use that for your life is going to be this. Understand that all things are fleeting. If you're in a shitty situation right now, I get it. I've been there. So just allow yourself, just relax, own that shit, just be there, just own it, right? This is you. This is your scar tissue. You get to own that. That's yours. There's no one in this world like you. Accept the fact that it's there. Accept that it will be fleeting. It will go away. And when you have the good, then give more, and you start to see the good process coming along with it. So take that with you. If you like things like Stoicism, you can check out things like Marcus Aurelius, and there's other books by Seneca. There's a couple of modern books by Ryan Holiday I'm a fan of, called Obstacle is the Way or Ego is the Enemy. In either case, there's many books and study out there. You don't have to take Stoicism as the end-all be-all, but it is a fundamental base that is worthwhile to consider. So I will see you in tomorrow's lesson. Tomorrow we're going to dive into some self-mastery. I look forward to it, and I'll see you guys there.